So let's jump into it. It was an odd week, as Drew mentioned, for the scheduling of the PLU basketball schedule. Like they said, they went over to the east side of the state and played the Wits a couple weekends ago, and then the very next night they had Puget Sound. Both the men and the women did. Normally both teams play like a Friday and a Saturday, each week. So let's start with the women. Puget Sound beat PLU 91-54 on Tuesday night. We know that PLU women have had their struggles this season, but Lacey, that Puget Sound team is a very good one this year.
That's right. Definitely ranked in the top 10 in the nation. I'm not sure where they land at this point in the season, but they have a lot of good players. They got a deep bench, and if you watch those girls warm up, it looks like a football team. They have so many players on their bench, them and George Fox. I give a lot of credit to them. They're a fun team to play because they're good, they work hard, but they're also classy and just respectful women to play against. As for the Lutes, it was a tough loss for sure, especially coming off the Wits and losing both of those games. That's a tough streak in our league, both men's and women's. The Wits and UPS are all three very good teams for both men and women. But we were able to kind of come off of that loss and really reevaluate what we were going to do heading into Linfield, who we just recently played on Saturday.
That's exactly right. Let's move on to Saturday. Like you said, women's team played Linfield, and it was an incredibly close game against the Wildcats. But unfortunately, Linfield beat PLU 58-54. DJ, there was really no obvious advantage for any team, was there?
Actually, there was a slight advantage for PLU. They out-rebounded the Wildcats 40-35. PLU had 15 offensive rebounds and 25 defensive rebounds. And then Linfield had 16 offensive boards to 19 defensive rebounds. Shooting-wise, the Lutes outshot the Wildcats 38% to 35%.
Mm-hmm.
The Wildcats didn't gain the advantage in the three-point shooting percentage. They shot 35%. PLU only shot 28%.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was one of those games, where you lead in every important stat category.
You just don't get it done at the end.
Except for three-pointers made, and you don't win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
except
you don't
except
win.
for
Free
points
throws
at
as
the
well.
End of the game.
They outscored them there.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those games. And from a guy who was there,
Okay.
the women played the best basketball they've played all year against Linfield. It was the most energetic team basketball they have played all year. It was a ton of fun to watch. The guys were enjoying it. We loved every second of it. And the guys were engaged in the game. We came out after our pregame talk and all sat in the corner because it was a close game. They were playing well. We wanted to watch the end of it. They played very, very well this weekend.
Why do you think that was, Lacey?
Well, like I said earlier, I think we were able to reevaluate after coming off of those tough losses and just come back together and get back to playing Lute basketball, as we call it, which is playing 5 girls on the court or on the same page, running our system, which is not something we have done in a while. I don't think we've really ran our system since we were down in Vegas after Christmas. And that really hurts us because we're not as deep on the bench. So I think there is some pressure for the leading scorers to score. And I think, that puts a lot of pressure on those people to put the ball in the hole, which means we're not running a team system because people are so focused on their individual stats. But we were able to put that behind us and really work together and didn't get the win, but we felt accomplished after the game. We felt like we took a step forward, which was good.
So, tough break for the PLU women against Linfield.